Sky howdy, and welcome back to another episode of World Bigfoot Radio.
Glad I was wearing my sunglasses so I look like the movie star. Some more beautiful scenery here.
Is that part of the reservoir too?
That's more of Starvation also.
Starvation Reservoir. Ooh, a nice little dome there. A little redstone dome. That's cool looking. Awesome. Dinosaur right on the street, yeah. We're in Duchesne. It's about 20 miles past Kelly's at. Where stately Shaw Manor stands atop the mountain. And we're just grabbing some snacks, getting the Shaw-mobile all cleaned out. There he is, Kelly's in there. You can't see it, but that's actually Kelly in there right now, getting car washed. Gotta have clean windows in case we see a Bigfoot a long ways away or something, so we can film through the windows. There you go. Look at a little piece of Duchesne, teeny piece of it.
It's beings outside of it. I don't know what they do with it now, but it used to be kind of like a bed and breakfast rental place.
But it's like super haunted.
Super haunted. Haunted enough that they blame it on Skinwalker activity since it's in Skinwalker country. And yeah, that's where Jack Osborne did his investigation first year of Portals to Hell.
So Spawn of Ozzy actually stayed here.
Yeah, stayed here for nearly a week.
Ooh. And that's how he got possessed. Wasn't because he was Ozzy's kid. I don't know, it doesn't look that scary, but yeah, any place can be haunted as crap.
I don't think they rent it out anymore. Me and Jenny looked into it.
How about that one? Did they rent this one out? Yeah.
Yeah, we could do a ghost adventures there.
Yeah. It's right across from the place that Jack Osborne's been.
Makes you wonder why people abandoned it.
Yeah, I wonder. Interesting neighborhood.
Kelly. We're almost at Skinwalker Ranch, and they have interesting mural. And this one over. Christopher's Steakhouse. There's a happy little Bigfoot riding a bicycle. UFO Valley Campground. Thanks to Kelly letting us get video of it. Looking down the valley at Skinwalker Ranch. Actual area that Kelly and Jenny were out here and saw a huge wolverine, which you wouldn't expect to even be out here.
Right across the street from Skinwalker Ranch.
Yep. You can see that there's a little bit of a woodsy area here too, so it wasn't just
see the giant boulder right here with the split on one side?
Right.
That's the last place we saw it. It went behind that boulder and never reappeared, and we got to see it. We got to see it work its way past the giant mushroom one and all of that, and it took its time. I'm just ashamed that we probably got to witness it for a good 10 seconds or so and didn't get it on camera. We got it with the dash cam, but from that distance it was just too pixelated.
Oh my god, a whole 10 seconds. Going past the UFO Valley campground. Besides the local tribe and Brandon, this is the only place that's privately owned. That is Skinwalker Mesa over there, where I have the UFOs flying around it and in and out of it. It's an abandoned homestead here. I mean, literally right next to Skinwalker Ranch land. There's two of these places right here. Once again, the Skinwalker Mesa. More Skinwalker Mesa. We're off on the road to Skinwalker Ranch.
There's the mesa over there.
There's the Skinwalker Maze.
This is the time of year that they do filming and stuff with the gate open. I'm wondering if they're filming this weekend for the show.
We'll see when we get up here. Because we're off on the road to Skinwalker Ranch.
No,
It's got lots of potholes and dirt on it now.
I can see the gate now. It's closed.
The gate is closed. We're not going to get in there. We didn't bring thermite or a gate plow.
Stop! You know I have permission! Dirty, filthy peasants!
Well, I want these guys to get me on camera. I'm gonna jump out.
Only authorized personnel beyond this point. It is a private road. It is monitored 24/7 by security personnel and multiple surveillance systems. If you proceed beyond this point, they will activate the machine gun turrets. Now we're going to step out for a second, take a look. The UFO Valley campground sign. So if you want to go camp nearby, you can go sit there. We're just over there.
What's funny is, you know how I told you that they made him take Skinwalker off his sign? Well, he comes to this owner and leases this spot to put his UFO right by their front gate. What an awesome rebuttal, huh?
Uh-huh.
And I think this shows exactly the ranch.
Yep, there's the outline. And there's Kelly filming it.
Cool.
At Skinwalker Ranch with Kelly Shaw. We am there.
We're big fans of your show.
There's truly an inordinate amount of old ranches and stuff that are adjacent to this that are just fucking abandoned. And Kelly was talking about one last year when he was up here that they were like trying to rebuild it, and we just went by it and the place is destroyed. There's nobody there, so what? There you go.
It's a no drone zone.
No drones. No drone this zone.
Release the hounds.
See something in the air. It's a UAP because there's no drones allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got anti-aircraft defenses that shoot down drones, so we know for sure it's not a drone. Blind Frog Ranch, more or less.
Makes me wonder if Dwayne's kid.
Hey, what's
built
that? That's a Bigfoot cutout. Hard to see it from here. Way over there down in the valley, the Skinwalker Ranch. And Blind Frog Ranch is right there. And right over there, there's a whole bunch of cows. We're up here about 9,000 feet. Up on a bridge to go across the river. So we are scoping the far bank of the river to see if we can find any tracks or anything up here. So far, lots of cow tracks. There's a big drag mark back there where something drug something sizable across the ground. You can tell there's lots of ATV traffic up here. Well, these little paths all over the place. But generally this campsite that we're at is always active. Even during the week, there's always people up here. So it's the first time Kelly came up here and was driving past it and went, "Hey, there's nobody there. I've been wanting to check this spot out. Let's pull in." And so I totally agree. Yeah, let's check it out and see what, if anything, we can find here. Plenty of human debris in the woods. Slobs. Pick your garbage up and haul it out. You can haul it in, bring it back out again. Bigfoot don't like your garbage, and I don't like it either. I'm not seeing any signs around here. Do a sweep back the other way to the bridge. Just do a little river stroll. Take you guys with me. You can look at the pretty scenery while I am scanning the ground for tracks. There you go. We'll work together. You can see a pretty optimal campsite. There's a fire ring over there. There's another fire ring there. There's a third one over there. Kelly's already back to the camper waiting for me. So, I guess I better get back there. Okay, I'm at a Bigfoot sighting hotspot with Kelly Shaw.
Duke and I are in the Uinta Mountains. We're on near the peaks on the southeast side of the Uintas, following up on some Bigfoot sighting reports. We're really close to Primitive Forest Marsh Peak, and we're gonna service a camera that I've had up here for about 3 months. I usually leave them out longer than that, but I want to get it serviced for the winter. So if there's something cool on that SD card, we'll certainly show you, even if it's not Bigfoot. We want to see what kind of animals live in a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. This is the epicenter of Bigfoot activity in Utah. The sightings in and around the Uintas are the thickest, and then they kind of spread out from there. Just an amazing area. And there are a lot of big freshwater springs. These aren't fed by creeks and everything because there really isn't anything up higher than them. These are some mountaintop springs that are creating these marshes, hence Marsh Peak.
And as I pointed out earlier, it sounds like a name some 15-year-old made for their D&D game map. Marsh Creek, that's Marsh Mountain, Marsh Peak. There we go. There's a swamp on the top of the mountain. Mountains don't have swamps on them. This one does.
What I love about these mountaintop springs and swampy areas is these rocky mountains. It's really hard to leave good tracks and everything. So we get to these water sources and marshes. You know, a Bigfoot's come in out of here, out of the water weeds, to eat water weeds, the insects and frogs in them, or to get a drink. He's certainly going to leave behind tracks in this soft stuff. The last time we were here, we found some tracks. Hopefully we find some more today.
And wet spots attract game animals who need to drink, so that makes for great ambush locations. And as Kelly didn't mention, there's been several sightings up here, and him and Jenny found tracks when they were up here. So we know that there are Bigfoot up here.
There are a lot of big freshwater springs. These aren't fed by creeks and everything because there really isn't anything up higher than them. These are some mountaintop springs that are creating these marshes, hence Marsh Peak. What I love about these mountaintop springs and swampy areas is these rocky mountains. It's really hard to leave good tracks and everything. So we get to these water sources and marshes. You know, a Bigfoot's come in out of here, out of the water weeds, to eat water weeds, the insects and frogs in them, or to get a drink. He's certainly going to leave behind tracks in this soft stuff. The last time we were here, we found some tracks. Hopefully we find some more today. Well, I think we've already found one. I think we've already found a Bigfoot track. I'm going to put a tape measure on that and see if it fits the dimension of a Sasquatch. Looks like we may have very well found a Sasquatch that's come in and out of here again, because the last time we found tracks. All right, I'm going to throw a tape on that and let's see what's going on. Just like the last time we was up here, this one fits the same dimensions, and I want to point everything out for you guys.
Yeah, we got a track.
Okay.
Walk through a muddy spot.
All right, this, just like the last time we was up here, this one fits the same dimensions, and I want to point everything out for you guys, if I can. Okay, the big toe is over here, and you can see the toe indentations coming down to, if you will, the pinky toe, and then it shoots back to here. It is between 17 and 18 inches in length, and that fits the dimensions of the Bigfoot that was walking around the edges of these swamps the last time. Now you can see that pine needles have filled in, so this track, you know, wasn't made last night. It's probably a few days, maybe even a week old, and the vegetation's had a chance to spring up, but it's ginormous. It's really wide too. Let's get a width on that. And I'm getting 7.5 inches wide right below the toes. And I just want to point it out with the tape. small toe indentations all the way up to where the big one would be right here. And of course, this isn't a perfect impression of the foot. It's just the damage it did to the soil at the time.
But you can tell by the depth of the track, it did some serious damage and it was heavy.
So we're gonna look for more, and this track's actually heading in the direction of my game cam, so you know, maybe we'll get lucky. I have this suspicious hunch that the Bigfoot sees the infrared trigger mechanism and avoids them. So even though there's a Bigfoot heading in the direction of my camera, chances are it avoided it. But I don't know, maybe one day they'll make a mistake and give us a selfie.
Yeah, assault parts are pretty much 100% convinced they can see infrared, since a lot of other animals can. And if he did find the game cam, he didn't walk in front of it unless he was flipping Kelly off. So we'll find out.
All right, a lot of you people that say that I don't camouflage my cameras well enough, I'm gonna zoom in on it and you let me know when you see it. All right, Duke and I's gonna service that, and we'll certainly show you what's on it, if there's actually something on it.
Here, grossy, grossy, grossy. Here, grossy. Yum, yum, grossy, grossy.
There's Bigfoot food.
Right
You
there.
got a big stick and you're patient, they'll walk right up to you.
Hell, that you can throw a rock at them and knock their ass down. They're easy to catch and very yummy. And he just took a poop. And I got it on camera.
Letting us know it's nervous.
No big hurry getting across the road. There he goes. Up in the tree. Trust me, you don't want to drive off this. It looks almost not as bad going down as it's going.
My other vehicle wouldn't be able to give a high center on these rocks. I don't know if this camera does it any justice. And then
It's kind of extremely bad. So I think bouncing all the time. They got a reservoir up here. Reservoir of some kind. Very, very empty right now. Kelly said last time he was up here it was full all the way up to where the trees are.
yeah, it was full.
And I don't know what that thing's supposed to be. Like inland pirates that need a place to make you off the plank or something. Just some crazy tangled underbrush in here. Some shit. And then it's over. We're driving on the way out, and Kelly is paying attention on his side of the road. And this one's easy to spot because look, we're in big aspen grove here. And this is the only thing that isn't white yellowish color. Somebody made themselves a nice big structure back here. And if there's a structure back here, we may be able to find some tracks.
Bigfoot sighting hotspot, and we're investigating a structure that we found. We see it way off into the woods. We want to go take a look and see what it's all about. Wow, I'm surprised I saw it from that distance. Probably helps that it's huge.
No doubt.
There is a ton of logs in that thing. Wow, I'm surprised I saw it from that distance. Probably helps that it's huge.
No doubt.
There is a ton of logs in that thing.
If the humans made it, they wasted a lot of effort for nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is the fastest I've walked all day, folks.
Logs in that thing. Wow. There looks like there's close to 100 logs in that thing. Well, I'm not saying Bigfoot did this, but we are in a Bigfoot sighting hotspot, and we just documented a Bigfoot track not long ago. Look at this giant one that was relocated. That grew somewhere else. That is a giant teepee structure. Will you stand inside it, Duke? Just to help give it scale. Wow.
It's got a center post like most of these structures do.
And look, these are all busted off. Pretty cool. Definitely interesting enough to point out. Look at the size of this log that's in it. I mean, this log's like 30 feet long. 30 feet long and probably weighs a half a ton or better. That is a giant teepee structure. Will you stand inside it, dude? To help give it scale. Wow.
And it's got a center post like most of their structures do.
And look, these are all busted off.
Look, if forestry wants to make a burn pile, they're not going to waste all the time making a giant teepee out of it.
Pretty cool. Definitely interesting enough to point out.
Let's get a little better view from this side.
30 feet long and probably weighs a half a ton or better.
Well, I'm not saying Bigfoot built this. It's only about 95% sure that Bigfoot built this. Get a shot of Kelly over here. Hey, get over by the teepee and give me some scale. We're going to have Kelly Shaw for scale here. So you tell me, those are some good sized logs. None of them are from there. Somebody drug them in, spent all the time setting that up. For what? Seriously.
Can I get a photo of you in front of it?
Sure.
I already filmed you in front of it, but I didn't get a photo. Holy shit, it's cool from this angle.
Yeah, that's a pretty neat looking structure. And they spent a lot of time putting it together. You will notice that not one single piece of this wood, except for that one, humans cut that one. The rest of this stuff is all, and there that one. The rest of this is all naturally broken or snapped. There's Kelly. Yeah, so we found the local skinwalker. There he is.
That's pretty neat. Wow.
This family's got some really cool Halloween decorations up here. And they're putting more up right now.
Kind to everyone. Safety first, last, and always. Pay it forward. Don't be mean to people if you don't have to be. Don't flip off the mountain giant. Don't poke Dogman with a stick. Don't punt the puckwudgie. And for God's sake, whatever you do not hug the Wookiee.
Another little chunk of town. We're at a place that's like health food, some kind of thing. And they give massages. Yeah. Supplements. Now, that looks like a handful of steaming dog droppings. So what, they give, poop massages or something? Ugh.